Hi, good morning everyone. Welcome to the another session of revision of chapter 4. Today we will revise exercise 4.4 and extra practice of chapter 4 questions. Okay. In your 4.4 exercise, your question number 1, express the following as decimals. You have some question is given, you have to convert into the decimal. Like your first question A part, 75 gram to kg. You have to convert in the decimal form, but first you have to convert gram into kg. So 75 gram when convert into kg gives me 75 divided by 1000, because when you 1 gram is equal to 1 by 1000 kg. So 75 gram will be 75 by 1000 kg, and there is 1 with 3 zeros is there. When you convert into decimal, that gives you 0.075. Similarly, B part is 25,860 milligram to kg. So when you convert milligram to kg, so that will gives you 1 with 6 zero, because 1 kg is equal to 1000 milligram, and 1 milligram is equal to milligram. So 1 kg is equal to 1000 gram, and milligram will be your 10 lakh. 1 kg is equal to 10 lakh milligram, and when you convert milligram into kg, so that will gives you 25,860 divided by 10 lakh kg. So when you convert into decimal, 0.02586 kg. Now your C part is 128 paise to rupees. 128 paise to rupees. 128 divided by 100 gives you 1.28 rupees. D part is 3 liter and 725 milliliter. So now you convert 725 to liter. So you divide by 1000. So 725 divided by 1000 is equal to liter, because 1 milliliter is equal to 1 by 1000 liter. So already one part liter is given to you. You have to convert another milliliter into liter. So when you convert into decimal, you will add, you get 3.725 liter. Now your E part is 47 centimeter 20 milliliter to meter. So this centimeter you also convert, because 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter, 1 centimeter is equal to 1 by 100 meter, and 1 millimeter is equal to 1 by 1000 meter. So when you convert this millimeter into meter and centimeter into meter, you have to multiply this part into 1 by 100 and this part into 1 by 1000. So 47 by 100 meter plus 20 by 1000 meter. So now both are in meter, like terms. So meter will take it common, and we take the LCM of 100 and 1000, that is 1000. So we need one more 10. Multiply with numerator and denominator to complete the denominator as 1000. So that gives me 490 by 1000, 0.49 meter. Similarly, your G part is, your F part is 928 kilometer to kilometer. 1 kilometer is equal to 10 lakh centimeter, because 1 meter is equal to 1000 meter, and 1 meter further is equal to 100 centimeter. So that will be 1 lakh centimeter. So 1 centimeter is equal to 1 by 1 lakh kilometer. Now you convert this centimeter to kilometer. So 928 will be divided by 1 lakh. So that means 0.00928 kilometer. Now G is 87 gram and 28 milligram to kilogram. So 1 gram is equal to 1 by 1000 kilogram. So you convert gram into kilogram, and milligram is 10 lakh, 1 by 10 lakh kg. So when you divide 87 by 1000 plus 28 by 10 lakh, so when you take the LCM, your required answer is 0.087028. Similarly, rupees 5 and 327 paise to rupees. Paise divided by 100 to convert it into rupees. Decimal is 3.27 and 8.27 rupees. Your next I part is 4256 milliliter to liter. So 1 milliliter is equal to 1 by 1000 liter. 4256 by 1000 liter gives you 4.256 liter, because 1 milliliter is equal to 1 by 1000 liter. Because when you move lower to the higher unit, okay, you have to divide, but when you move higher to the lower unit, you have to multiply. Next is your second question. You have to round off the value. 7.153 to nearest tenth. Nearest tenth means only first digit after the decimal. So we circle that one and check for the next one. Is it less than 5 or greater than 5? Or if it is exact 5, so that will be rounded off. 1 is added in this one circle, that is 7.2. If you want to round off in the 100th place, 100th place means from the decimal, after the decimal there will be a second digit. So you circle that one digit, check for the next digit. If it is 5 or more than 5, you add in this circle one digit, so that will convert you to the two rounded places, that is 18.13. Similarly 6.0014 to the nearest thousands. So 6.001 will be rounded off. Next number is less than 5, so there is no change in that rounded off number, that will be written as it is. Similarly 2.432 to the nearest tenth, so that is 2.432. so this 4 will be rounded off. So next number is less than 5, so there will be no change in 4, so we will write 2.4. Next is your third question. In your third question, you have seen find the value of 28.47 correct to 1 decimal. That is the same thing. You have to round off up to the 1 decimal, that is 28.5. Then second is 17.407, 79.76, because you rounded off the 2 decimal places, and also in third you rounded off 1 decimal place. Question is same like second, only statement is changed. So 105.7 will be your third question, D part. Now your fourth question, you have to go with the simplification. 0.4 of 0.6 plus 0.3 minus 0.2. We subtract this one, off changes to multiply, that gives me 0.34. Next B part, 0.5 of 0.2 divided by 0.02 minus 4. 0.5 into 0.20, 0.02. When you divide this one, so that gives you 10. 0.5 into 10 minus 4. Then 5 minus 4 gives me 1. Next is C part. 4 into 1 by 2 minus 2 into 4 by 5 divided by 0.7 plus 0.01 of 225. Okay, off changes to multiply, so that will be first multiply 0.01, 0.7, 9 by 2 minus 14 by 5, so we'll take the LCM 10, so that will be converted to 45 by 10 minus 28 by 10 divided by 0.7 plus 2.25. 4.5 minus 2.8 divided by 0.7 plus 2.25. Now here when you subtract, you convert into decimal, because we are dealing with the decimal, so better before solving you convert into the decimal. Here 9 by 2 minus 14 by 5, we make the multiple of 10 in the denominator. If it is 2 or 5, multiple of 2 or 5 in the denominator, you can convert into the decimal form, or you can by divide you can write the decimal form. Here you no need to take the LCM and find the fraction according to that, but here fractional number is converted to decimal, then solve further. 45, 4.5 minus 2.8 divided by 0.7 plus 2.25. Now first this bracket will be solved, give me 1.7. Now division 0.7 plus 2.25. Now 2.428 plus 2.25. When you divide 17 by 7, because if there are like term both in the division, you can ignore the decimal point, because there should not be decimal in the divisor. Then 17 divided by 7 give me 2.428, and added to 2.25 give me 4.67. When rounded off 2 decimal places, give me 4.68. Now your D part is Fourth question, D part is 3 by 5 or 2.7 of 5 into 1 by 25 minus 3.3. This is your D part. This is 3.8 plus 1.5 minus 0.6. First we changes off to multiply, then solve the bracket inside simultaneously. 5.3 minus 0.6, here 3 by 5 multiply by 2.7. So before dividing I changes this fraction into decimal part. When either you divide 3 by 5 or changes the denominator into multiple of 10, that gives you 0.6. Here also 126 divided by 25 gives you 5.04. Here after subtraction minus is outside, so minus 4.7. So now you solve this curly bracket 0.34, and after multiplication 1.62 into 0.34 gives you 0.5508. Next your E part is 7 by 9 minus 7 by 9 minus 7 by 9 minus 4 by 9 of 1.8 minus 0.6 divided by 10. So when this first 0.6 divided by 10 give me 0.06 of changes to multiply after solving this bracket. First we solve this small bracket. Denominator is same, 7 minus 4 give me 3 by 9. 7 minus 3 give me 4 by 9. Again 7 minus 4 give me 3 by 9. Of changes to multiply 1.8 minus 0.06, then after calculation we get 0.54. Now your F part is 4.6 minus 3 by 4 of 12.6 minus 12.6 minus 12 into 3 by 5 minus 4.2 plus 1 into 1 by 5. First step is you solve the mixed fraction into improper fraction, then improper fraction changes to decimal. Now here 3 into 1 by 4, 13 by 4, and here 12 into 3 by 5, 63 by 5, 1 into 1 by 5, 6 by 5. Now 13 by 4 changes to decimal, so that gives me 3.25 of 12.6 minus 12.6 minus 12.6 minus 4.2 plus 4.2 plus 1.2. Here is 1.2. So now your next step is here 4.6 minus 3.25 here. So that gives you 1.35, and multiply of changes to multiply 12.6 here inside the bracket. 4.2 plus 1.2 give me 5.4. 12.6 minus 5.4, 12.6 minus 12.6 plus 5.4. When you open this bracket, because negative sign is outside, or either you can open this inside curly bracket. 12.6 minus 12.6 cancel, only 5.4 is left, because negative sign is outside, negative become positive, but here negative is again outside, so negative into positive becomes again negative. Now 1.35 into 12.6 minus 5.4. Now when you multiply this 1.35 into 12.6, that gives you 17.01 minus 5.4. When you subtract, you will get 11.61. That was your fourth question. Now your fifth question. In your fifth question, a floor is 4.5 meter long. I will just make you understand the statement what is given in this fifth question. फिफ्थ क्वेश्चन में आपको गिवन था एक फ्लोर है 4.5 मीटर, उसकी लेंथ है, विड्थ है 3.6 मीटर, आपको उसका एरिया निकालना है. यू हैव टू फाइंड द एरिया ऑफ दिस फ्लोर. A 6 centimeter square tile costs 323.25. What will the cost to cover the floor with these tiles? Actually, this is a floor and it should be covered with the square tiles, and measurement of square tiles is 6 centimeter and cost 23.25. 23.25 is the cost of one tile. First you have to identify to cover this floor how many tiles you needed. Then you have to find how much pay to the shopkeeper. Here first you have to find this area of the floor. By our formula is length multiplied by breadth. 4.5 into 3.6 meter square. Here 6 centimeter. We convert this into first meter. So when centimeter converted to meter, divide by 100. Then side of one tile is 6 by 100 meter, that is 0.6 meter. Then area of one tile is side multiplied by side, so that is 0.06 into 0.06 meter square, because area always measure in meter square. Now you have to find the number of tiles. Number of tiles means area of floor divided by area of one tile. In that case unit will be cancelled because both has meter square unit. Whenever you are going to take the fraction, unit will be same. So area of floor is 4.5 into 3.6 and area of one tile is 0.06 into 0.06. So when you multiply with each other, you get 4500 tiles. If you go with unitary method, suppose you don't want to go with this formula method, so in that case you can identify like that. If this area is the area of one tile and how much this area is the number of tiles, again you have to divide by area of floor divided by area of one tile in the unitary method also. Now when you solve that one, so that will be 4500 tiles. Now if cost of one tile is 23.25 and what is the cost of 4500 tiles, and you multiply unit value to the 4500. 23.25 into 4500 gives you is 104.625, because when you solve this decimal, that decimal is cancelled because 2 zeros is there. So after solving that gives you 104.625. Now your sixth question. Sixth question is, a man has a field of dimensions 256.2 meter and breadth is 185.5 meter. Okay, find the area of the field. You have to find out what is the area of the field. He left half of the field area to make a temple. Find the area of the temple. In this, first you have to find out what is the area of the field. Area of temple is half of the area of field, so that you have to calculate. First, for finding the area of temple, you multiply length and breadth with each other. 256.2 meter into 185.5 meter square. When you multiply, that gives you 47,525.1 meter square. Then area of temple is half into area of field. Whatever area of field you find, you just divide by 2. Your area of field will be 23,762.55 meter square. So that will be your area of the temple that you have to find. Now your seventh question is, Rakesh purchased 3 books at rupees 35.60. Cost of one book is 35.60. Okay, each, because one book is 35.60. What is the cost of 3 books? You multiply this with 3 into 35.60. Then cost of one pencil is 4.50 and cost of 2 pencils is 2.50, that is 9 rupees. So total money spent, how much total money spent, or we can say that how much total money given to the shopkeeper. You just add these 3 books cost and 2 pencil cost. 106.8 plus 9 gives you 115.8 rupees. That is total paid to the shopkeeper for 3 books and 2 pencils. Now your 8th question is, length and breadth of a rectangular metal sheet is 4.6 meter and 2.4 meter respectively. If the cost of metal is 2.50 per square meter, find the cost of the rectangular sheet. In 8th question, you have given length of the sheet 4.6 meter, breadth of the sheet 2.4 meter, and when area is length multiplied breadth, that gives you 11.04 meters. Now cost of 1 meter square area metal sheet that you want to cover with the metal is 2.50. Then cost of 11.04 meter square metal sheet is 11.04 into 2.50, that gives you 27.60 rupees. That is the total sheet required, cost of sheet required, metal sheet required. Okay, in your 9th question, car takes 3.5 hours to cover 210 kilometers. Distance covered by car is equal to 210 kilometers. Time taken to cover 210 km is 3.5 hours, and time taken to cover 918 km. If car covers 210 km in 3.5 hours, so how much hours that car will take to cover 918 km? So 3.5 divided by 210 into multiply by 918, so that gives you 3213 hours by 210. So after dividing we get 15.3 hours is my required answer. Next is Sheila measure a whiteboard with her handspan. Handspan means with the hand like this. Okay, so and find that it is 28 handspan long when she going to measure the whiteboard in her class. So she found that if she measure with the hand, so it will cover 28 handspan. If her handspan is length of her handspan is 18.4 centimeter, so what is the length of the whiteboard? That you have to identify. One handspan covers 18.4 centimeter and 28 handspan covers 28 into 18.4 centimeter is 515.2 centimeter. The length of the whiteboard is what is distance covered by 28 handspan, so that is 515.2 centimeter. Now your